Hey, welcome to the process. My name is Dr. John Bush. This is 2023 touch metrics, team positional levels. We are looking at ADP. It's getting a little stale here. I think it's a couple weeks ago, but anyway, we'll follow along with what this says. I think we're fairly close on most players, but this is starting to get a little stale here. So what I'm going to go through is this information here. 2 rounds at a time. We're going to look at and this is FFPC best ball ADPs. Okay, it's not Superflex or Dynasty. Okay, so we got the rank, ADP, the round, the draft pick. Don't worry about that, but basically if you pick number 1, that would be CMC. Player, position, color-coded there so you can start seeing where things are popping. The team, the buy, the position rank. Okay, so Travis Kelce is number 1, Laporta's number 2. They're sitting there right there, even though Laporta's going just a little bit earlier. But this is based on the scaled PPR ranks there. So it tells you scale of 0 to 100. 100's the best. Anything above 100 is super damn fantastic. And you could see where first couple rounds we're going to hit some of those players. Scaled touches per game. This is my metric here. And color coded. First level's light green, and then the next level is dull green. If there's no colorization, then it's below that. So it's third tier. Average touch per game in 2023. So just kind of get, just remember, teams have changed and drafts and lots of moving pieces, but at least it's a place to start. This is not where we end. This is not, okay, we're done, we'll not have to do any more work. This just allows us to see interesting things and decide what we need to do about them. Okay, this is June 24th. I'm making this video. That's the level we're at right now. We're not signing in blood on anything. $5 little best ball, I'm working on the house money here, as it were, profit from last year. So I'm not. I will definitely be closer in to where I need to be mid-August, but we're roughly 2 months away. So anyway, so I'm going to have hard copies of this on the Science of Fantasy Football.com. You can check it out, but we'll just go through it here, just kind of like I'm just easing through the data, things that hit me. Bijan Robinson, the scaled number 73. Okay, Breece Hall 81. Okay, Gibbs 71. So it's like that's it. But look at Taylor 86. Look at Barkley. Okay, 94. Okay, big difference there. Okay, just be aware. There's some differences, okay? And then the averages there. Barkley and Kyron Williams were the top dogs last year in touches. So, yet Kyron's down in round 2. So, I think there's still food for thought here about the way people are drafting. There's hope. And hope is wishes, and I like some metrics behind my wishes, and there's something about Bijan in Atlanta. You just don't. I mean, is that all it's going to be? Just hand the ball off? I mean, seem like defenses are going to figure that out if they hadn't already. I think they did last year. And so you've got to be a little bit more dynamic. Maybe Cousins coming in, I think that's why they got him, try to make them more dynamic and open it up. And I think if that's the case, maybe that's what people are thinking. But I don't know. What's the range of outcomes? Outcomes is worst case, I guess Cousins gets hurt first game and we're back to whatever. And Rutrow, we're kind of back in the same level. So you invested a 5th pick and you may not get that kind of value there. So that's worst. Best case is Cousins open it up and Bijan catches some more passes and becomes dynamic and becomes what you think he will be in the 5th pick. Just like Breece Hall, to me, showed more than Bijan did. Just a tad more in a really crappy situation. I mean, both in crappy situations last year, but Bijan, remember, they really let him loose later versus earlier. So I think there's his potential hasn't been met yet. I just don't know about Bijan. It really depends on can Cousins make that Atlanta team more dynamic. Curious. We'll see. We'll hear camp reports, I'm sure, to be he's best thing ever, etc. Just be aware, I think the range of outcomes is broader than I would like. Maybe some 5th picks. I don't think I've drafted him yet in these best ball. Okay. What else stips me? Of course, the rookie, Marvin Harris down there, the wide receiver. You hope he lives up to his pedigree. We'll see. We'll see. They got him at 83. Devontae Adams at 85. So going a little higher than Devontae. So I'm not sure if I've had him yet. I think I'm taking more Devontae than I would Marvin Harris here. What else? A.J. Brown looks good at 90. Gibbs. Gibbs is another issue. 71. Is it possible a team is too dynamic? And so Gibbs doesn't get all he's due? I guess there's this fine line between getting all you can handle versus getting all that the team's going to give you. And that may still hobble him a little bit. 10th pick. Some ways I might, if I'm given the choice, Bijan or Gibbs, I think the public's got it right, Bijan, but we'll see. Drake London, boy, that's what he gets. 48 touches, 4.3. That's not good. Not good. It's anything below 50% in the second round. I'm not taking him. Yeah, I know range of outcomes is Cousin wake him up and he becomes, the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know. We haven't really seen what we could see out of him yet. So that, I think the range of outcomes is a little tricky. I'm not sure I wouldn't take, I guess between the two, I'd probably go for the rookie. Harris, I think, in that environment, I like that environment better than Atlanta. So we'll see. We'll see. What else? Next rounds. 3 and 4. Let's see who else jumps out. A-Chain, 54, right there, about average on touches. Had some injuries, but this is games played. with Mostert, and Miami's got Tyreek. It's one of these Detroit situations. Miami's a lot like that. What did they need to give A-Chain versus what could A-Chain handle? Travis Etienne, look at that. 88. I'm taking Etienne over A-Chain. Okay. What else is bothering me? Ayuk, 53. Evans, 52. I like probably Pittman better than both those guys. I've been drafting Pittman. So, but again, that's kind of what the metrics would say over those two. Devonta Smith, I worry about him. Cooper Kupp with Puka out there, worry about him. Those jump out at me. Kyle Pitts, that Atlanta, I just a little depressed about Kyle Pitts. I think he's in the wrong team. Wrong team. But anyway, we'll see. I will probably not draft him. I would take Ingram. Look at that. 94%. Bam. Versus half that. I'll take Ingram. Or even Andrews. Even with his injury risk. What else? Now, quarterbacks don't have any touch metrics. Okay, even though we know Jalen Hurts missed a run, Allen's missed a run, I didn't count that in. I didn't want to mess with the data there. So you'll have to look at some other information, but I kind of like the top three. Jackson, I think in round 4 I'm going elsewhere, but maybe you could pick them up there. Let's see what else is going on here. Whoa, what did I do? Come back. Yeah, round 5 and 6. Now at this point, notice the scaled touches per game. We see a lot more second levels. So I think in the 5th, 6th rounds, we have arrived at the world of second level. Okay? Kamara jumps out at me. Njoku jumps out. Keenan Allen really jumps out. I know he changed, but man, if I can just get some of that goodness in the 6th round, that seems like a nice collection. I've seen him go even 7th, sometimes 8th, but definitely 7th. That seems too good to be true. T. Higgins, I definitely worry about him. Hollywood Brown, worry about him. Those are worrisome there. Who else is kind of... I just hope Kamara can come through. At 90, though, I really like that. Even if he drops down. Let's see, is there anybody else that I'm just like, Love Njoku there. Keenan Allen. Let's see what else. I guess that's about all there. Y'all can look at the stuff there. Let's see what else. Do I have 7 and 8? Here's 7 and 8. Connor. Love Connor. Goddard. Love him. Pollard. Love him. Hawkinson. Taking him as my second. Hope he gets well. A lot of quarterbacks in here. Finding that a lot of people are taking their first, if they're not doing the elite, are taking their first sets of quarterbacks here, right in the 7th round. Just be aware that's. If you're thinking, oh, I'll wait to the 8th round, you're risky. You're risking if you like Murray or Love or whoever, Burrow. Connor stands out. Goddard, Pollard, Hawkinson. some concern. Christian Watson's a concern. Jaylen Warren is a concern. Zamir White, big concern with me. I don't know what we're going to get out of him, but I'm underwhelmed by what he did last year. What else? Guess that's about it. Again, the whole point of the, oh, right there. Yeah. The whole point is to highlight the highs and lows and let y'all figure it out. Okay. Concerns. Love Cole Kmet of the tight ends. Freiermuth, a lot of people talking him up. He had an underwhelming. Schultz had better than Freiermuth. But Kmet, if I'm taking a tight end, that's who I'm taking. Javonte Williams, 76. Not bad in round 9, folks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Notice we're leaving the tier 2, getting into the last tier. Okay, so the worrisome Jamerson Williams, Detroit. Everybody's talking about him. I think I'll let you draft him. Chase Brown, you can have him too. Gus Edwards, if I need a running back. Spears, they think a lot of Spears. With Pollard, I don't know. I'm not sure there. I'm not. You get to this point where you see these, what jumps out to me by the metrics. I'm going for them, and then if they're not there, then I'm thinking, okay. It's kind of like I'm forced to take some people. It's like, I don't want to take these people, but I'll force it. And I'm starting to look at the rookies round 9. I'm thinking Coleman in Buffalo or Rome, Chicago. I mean, you start thinking this kind of stuff. So, let's see, what's next? Round 11. Okay. Mike Williams. He's going closer to the 10th now. He's been moving up the board, okay, from the last couple weeks. He's still, if you look at round 10 with a 76, he's going to catch your attention in the 10th round, okay. Probably the ones I'm worried about, Shakir, Dowell, anybody that's below second tier has concerns, in my opinion. So this is a lot of this as well. I guess I better look hard at these rookies. And there's not a few just jump outs. Mike Williams is a jump out to me. I guess of the next crew, I do like Ford and Elliott. Jacoby Myers, those catch my attention there. Hunter Henry, if you want a deep tight end, but I like Conklin too. So those Musgrave, it's kind of like, yeah, any one of those 3 seems to be the same player. Let's see. 13 and 14 rounds. Not too many second tier. Otten, second tier. Juwan Johnson, second tier. Palmer, second tier. Chiggy, second tier. Downs and Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard's very interesting to me as a late round RB. I think especially in best ball, I think you can get some use out of him. A lot of rookies and quarterbacks in here. Okay. So last year's touches give you nothing on the rookies, folks. That's why I'm not highlighting the rookies. But I assure you, following Dennis is better than 0. I am harvesting my share of rookie RBs for sure and a few rookie WRs. Let's see, what's next? Thielen, to me, I'm taking him everywhere in best ball. If I can get 4 weeks out of him, I'm ecstatic. I know the rookie wide receiver, everybody's on him for Carolina, but Deontay Foreman's, okay. Who else? Jonnu Smith, okay. Wan'Dale Robinson, okay. But now we're kind of thinking, we're starting to wonder. Herbert is okay. Dameon Pierce, okay. I mean, we're starting to get lean. Round 17, DeMarco Douglas is there, and the rest. You're getting your third quarterbacks, your third tight ends, a lot of these rookies. I do like Jelani Woods is my third. I like him. Okay. Who else? 19. I do like Ertz, Elijah Moore, Bourne, Boyd, Tyler Higbee, and Dillon seem to be intriguing plays there. So I think it just points you to potential. You need to figure it out. And if you hadn't caught it, you definitely need to get deep into these rookies, okay, and see what's what, okay? Because if your choices like in here are kind of some weak sauce, then you hope maybe these rookies can take over, or they'll find a spot and give you more than 19th or 20th round pick. And I'm picking some of those. I have drafted Shipley. Who else? Lube. Who else? I've actually taken Gainwell if I've had some Philly folks. Dillon, I've taken in the 20th round. What else? I guess that's about it. So anyway, this is letting the metrics kind of get to you a little bit. Here's, I think this is the 21st. Rondé Moore catches my attention. Logan Thomas, he might be good for a couple. If Kittle gets hurt, Logan Thomas is good for about 2-3 games. Okay, Gerald Everett, 2-3 games. And you can fish the rest there. Okay, we will pick it up next video with team level. And this is just a preview of what that's going to look like. It's going to look like this. We're going to look at this year's teams with this year's ADPs. So previously we were just we weren't looking at the teams together. Now we get to look at the team dynamic with each player. So I'll try to go through those, probably a couple videos here. Okay, come back. We'll get this video out and up. It's Dr. Bush for The Process, Science of Fantasy Football. Let's get ready to crush this year.